Tahini is a paste made from ground, hulled sesame seeds used in North African, Greek, Turkish, and Middle Eastern cuisine. Tahini is served as a dip on its own or as a major component of hummus, ghanoush, and halva. Etymology: tahini is a loan word from Arabic, ooshuov euro, te currency or section na, or more accurately utter the first or delta na ooshu use ho copyright, is derived from the root oua to the first occurrence en, which as a verb oor to the first or yenana means to grind, the same root as ooshu, te currency or section en, flour in some dialects. The standard Arabic spelling ooshu copyright is transliterated properly as a to the first or delta na. The last syllable is pronounced na, ni, depending on the region where the speaker is from. In Levantine Arabic dialects, however, the last syllable is generally pronounced ni. Since most 19th and early 20th century Middle Eastern immigrants to English-speaking countries were Christians from Syria, Lebanon, and Palestine, this might be the origin of the English usage of the final. The source language could also be Greek, since tahini in Greek is called precisely ii plus or minus ii 1/2 I to the first. The word tahini appears in English by the late 1930s. Plain, unprocessed sesame paste with no added ingredients is sometimes known as raw tahini. History: the oldest mention of sesame is in a cuneiform document written 4,000 years ago that describes the custom of serving the gods sesame wine. The historian Herodotus writes about the cultivation of sesame 3,500 years ago in the region of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. It was mainly used as a source of oil. Tahini is mentioned as an ingredient of hummus kasa, a recipe transcribed in an anonymous 13th century Arabic cookbook, Kitab Wasf al-Atma al-Mutada. Sesame paste is an ingredient in some Chinese, Korean, and Japanese dishes. It is used in some versions of the Sichuan dish dan dan noodles. Sesame paste is also used in Indian cuisine. In the United States, sesame tahini, along with other raw nut butters, was available by 1940 in health food stores. Preparation and storage: tahini is made from sesame seeds that are soaked in water and then are crushed to separate the bran from the kernels. The crushed seeds are soaked in salt water, causing the bran to sink. The floating kernels are skimmed off the surface, toasted, and ground to produce an oily paste. Because of the tahini's high oil content, many manufacturers recommend refrigeration to prevent spoilage. This is particularly true among makers of raw, organic tahini, who will often prepare their tahini at low temperatures and ship and store it in refrigerated cases to maximize quality and shelf life. Culinary uses: tahini-based sauces are common in Middle Eastern restaurants as a side dish or as a garnish, usually including lemon juice, salt and garlic, and thinned with water. Tahini sauce is also a popular topping for meat and vegetables in Middle Eastern cuisine. In Armenia, tahini can be used as a sauce to put in the lahmacun. In Turkey, tahini is mixed with pekmez to form a dish called tahin pekmez. Due to its high caloric nature, it is served as a breakfast item or after meals as a dessert to dip pieces of bread in, especially during the wintertime. In Iraq and some Persian Gulf countries, tahini is mixed with date syrup to make a sweet dessert usually eaten with bread. Tahini is called ardi in Persian and harda in Kuwait. In Iran it is used to make halva, a kind of halva. In Cyprus, tahini, locally known as tashi, is used as dipping for bread and in pita souvlaki rather than zorski, which is customary in Greece. In Greece, tahini is used as a spread on bread either alone or topped with honey or jam. Jars of the tahini ready mixed with honey or cocoa are available in the breakfast food aisles of Greek supermarkets. In Israel, tahini is a staple foodstuff. It is served as a dip with pita, a topping for falafel, sarbich, Jerusalem mixed grill and shawarma, and as an ingredient in various spreads. It is also used as a cooking sauce for meat and fish and in sweet desserts like halva parfait. In the Gaza Strip, a rust-color variety known as red tahina is served in addition to ordinary tahina. It is achieved by a different and lengthier process of roasting the sesame seeds, and has a more intense taste. Red tahina is used in sumagaya and salads native to the Falahene from the surrounding villages, as well as southern Gaza. In the Levant, tahini is a staple foodstuff prepared with mashed garlic and lemon juice. It is served as a dip with pita, a topping for falafel and shawarma, and as an ingredient in various spreads. It is also used as a cooking sauce for meat and always served as a side with fish. It is also a main ingredient in a seafood dish called siada. Tahini is in sweet desserts like halva and halva with pistachios. In East Asia, sesame paste is a major condiment used in dry noodles. Sesame paste can also be eaten as a snack, known as eshi carrot cubes. Nutritional information: tahini is an excellent source of copper, manganese and the amino acid methionine. Tahini is a source of the healthy fatty acids omega-3 and omega-6. Tahini made from raw sesame seeds is lower in fat than tahini made from roasted seeds. Tahini's relatively high levels of calcium and protein make it a useful addition to vegetarian and vegan diets, as well as to raw food diets when eaten in its unroasted form. Compared to peanut butter, tahini has higher levels of fiber and calcium and lower levels of sugar and saturated fats. See also, List of butters, food portal, references.